Right, Compass Venture 302. It's one of the smallest caravans in production. It's based on the eldest Explorer 302. This is the posher version, if you like. A few extra bits on this than there is on the eldest. All in all, it's a fantastic little caravan. Loads of extras. You've got the 40 litre aqua roll, the Wastemaster, slip mats if your car gets stuck on the grass. You've got your Thetford pink and blue. We've got the electric cable, the hook-up lead. We've got the English plug on the end of the adapter, the water pump, the mirrors. These are the ones that attach without elastic bands. These are the better ones. They don't vibrate. We have an awning. No, it's a porch awning. It's not a full awning. It's a porch awning. We have a two-tier step. We've got the carpet bag, and this is the caravan. I'll show you inside now. Okay, so we've got stable door, and we've got the waste bin. Notice you see in the alloy wheels. Now this is the posh version, so therefore you get a doormat. You get a fitted carpet which is removable. You get another fitted carpet which is removable. In the eldest you just get a single runner going down the middle of the van. So here we are. It's an L-shaped lounge with an end kitchen, end bathroom. So we have the normal nice stainless steel sink that you get, and we have two electric plugs there, so the electric kettle sits. We've got a 3-burner, and now again with the Compass you get ignition on here, whereas with the eldest you don't. You have to put a lighter to it or a match to it, but on this one, ignition. And then we've got the oven and grill. They've never really been used. There's a meat tray, grill pan, and here's the ignition switch for both the oven, the grill, and also the top. The oven and grill go either way for one or the other. You've got the large ring for quick boiling of a kettle. Then above it we have a cupboard with a finger latch, and again this is a finger latch into this cupboard. Now we have up under here, just turn the lights up, we have a light under there, and then you've got the usual fly blind and the blackout blind. Okay, so spinning round the doorway you have fly screen over the door, and then just here is the electrics. You got your 12 volts on your battery. When you're on electric hookup, that goes to 14 volts when the battery charger's charging. The master switch for the lights, the awning light which is just outside the door, the master switch which operates everything in the caravan, and the water pump. That's turned off at the minute because the water pump's not attached. I'll show you that in a minute. I always hang the keys on here, somewhere handy. 2 sets of keys. You got one set has got this fancy flip thing. You know, this is the ones you keep in your pocket, and then the other set is just ordinary. So then we come into the van. We've got cupboard in here with radio, radio is CD player, and it's an MP3 player, so you plug your iPod or your phone into here. It's the CD playing at the minute. The speakers are up under the front, one that side and one on the other side. And then up here we have, let's turn the CD off. We have the aerial. This is the aerial, and you have the red spot that comes to the front for travelling. It raises up, and this thing tilts it either way, tilts the aerial either way. The instruction for the aerial is just there. In the next cupboard, you've got all the paperwork, all the books, service history, everything's there. It's a 2012 caravan. It's been serviced twice. It's stamped in the book, and it was last serviced May of last year. So it's not been a 12 month since its last service. This light is they're all 12 volt lights, because I'm not on electric hookup at the minute. So they're all 12 volt lights. We got underlighter under there, as the same on the other side, and then there's an underlighter down there. Now this is an L-shaped lounge. Makes masses of room in such a small caravan, it really is. So we go L-shape, and we've got a massive big window here, comes right down. We've got a telly table, and here is the TV aerial, and a 12 volt socket for the TV, or an electric socket if you're on 240 hookup. This one, space heater. This is the gas space heater, and this one is off, and then this here is the electric space heater, 1 kilowatt, 2 kilowatt, 3 kilowatt. We're on gas, it's just on room temperature, which is this one. Well, this one's room temperature as well on the electrics, but you can get the van hotter on the electric quicker. And this is the water heater. Gas is this side, that's the gas flame. You put it on and you just wait for the green light to come on, that's it. And this is the water heater on electric, 1 kilowatt, 2 kilowatt. You can have both on. If you come into a cold van and you want hot water instantly, you can put the gas and the electric on, and both will operate the water heater. Now we have massive fridge, and this is a big ice box, big load of frozen food in there, and also makes ice. It cools down enough to eat. It's got these little gizmos to hold your load in the fridge. You just push that down. Now that's a barrier, and it will slide in against the product in the fridge. When you're on site, you just put it down and you've got easy access. There's two of those. Also got one down here for the bottles. It pushes forward like that, and then you can hold the bottles. It's got a bar here, and on site you can push it back out of the way so your milk stands free. When you're travelling, you can bring it forward and trap everything in. Very nice. It's got the two little shelves, and it's got the little gizmo here for hold your fridge open when you're not using it. We have a three-way fridge, and we go gas, and then you press and hold the temperature whilst you ignite it with that, or you go to 12 volt whilst you're travelling, electric rather, and 12 volt whilst you're travelling is the battery. So you got battery whilst travelling, electric on site, gas on site, and off. There's a light in there that comes on each time. Whether you're on gas or electric, it doesn't matter. Fridge light lights up when that's turned on. This switch here does the bathroom light. So when you get out of bed at night, you can just put the bathroom light on. Here's the wardrobe. Massive big wardrobe. It really is a massive space. You can carry all sorts in here. And we've got the hangers, we've got the pockets, and the freestanding table. That stands in the lounge. There are push button lockers. The bathroom is a ordinary handle like you have in the house. And the bathroom is a Thetford swivel toilet, manual flush. We have a shower, which the tap is down there low because this caravan has a hatch that you can open from outside, where you can wash your muddy boots off, or if you have a dog you can wash your dog off. There's never been any dogs in here because I don't have a dog. Hand basin, and it's like hot water one side, cold water the other side. This cupboard pushes open, and there's your storage. Just put the light on from the bedroom side, and there's the light. Up here we have the conventional blinds. It also opens, so you've got a blackout blind, you've got a fly blind, and it opens. And if you are going out and you're going to come back muddy, you bring this down and you lay it down in the shower tray so you can get it from outside. You can reach the tap from outside, and it's also on the end of it, it's got a trigger for washing your wellies or your dog, and if you're showering in the van you click it like that and it stays on. Or if you're outside using it as a hose pipe, it's like that. So that. There is a bar to go across here. I've taken it down because I didn't want it, but it's for hanging wet clothes on, so it's here in the van. You just put it back up again. There's a shelf. I have the shower curtain hanging here. There's a toilet roll holder there. I have the shower curtain hanging here, but it comes round across the front of the door. So if you do shower, I've never showered in it, so I don't know how it works. But that's what you're supposed to do. It's a swivel toilet, a manual flush, and then you have the lever down here. That opens the pot once, and then it opens it fully. So, and that has to be shut to empty the set. So that's the bathroom. Now we have the normal roof light here. It's a big one. Not as big as some I've seen, but it's quite big. There's a lot of air in, and it's got locking positions. It's got 1, 2 and then 3 locking positions. Well, that lets masses of fresh air in, as does this main window. When this main window opens, that opens right up, and it's got these bars, so when you sit here with your back to it and put your hand over your shoulders, you can lift the window out and it clicks into various positions. The other type of windows, or in the van, has these screw knobs that you tighten to hold the window open. All windows have fly and blackout, and the front has the same. The big blackout goes right away across the van. Another thing with this van you don't get with the eldest is lined curtains. The eldest 302 is just an ordinary curtain just hanging there. There's no lining. There's a few little extras in this van. It just makes it a little bit nicer. There's storage down here, under there, and also up under there is where the heater is. I'll show you that in a minute. Now we have a drawer in there, and this is your blow air. It draws air in from this one and blows hot air out from that one, and it also blows hot air out from that one down by the door. It gets quite warm in here actually, because it being a small van it doesn't take very long to heat up. Right, I'll show you the under the bedding. Right, so under the bedding we have these lats. That lifts up on hinges and it stays stood up. Here's the bar for the bathroom. Here's a plate rack and a cup rack, which I took out of the cupboard at the back because I didn't want them in there. But they're here ready to go back in should you require them. This is this side is all your switches and your fuses, and this is where you turn your mains power on. This one here, turn your mains power on, and these are all your fuses. And the battery is in that one up there, and that's where your electric hookup comes in from outside. Right, so the front bed, I'm doing this one-handed, so just bear with me. This is the water heater. You drain it for winter time there on that valve, and that takes the water, the hot and the cold water, through to the van. This is a drawer here where you just seen. There's some more storage under here, and there's more storage under this next cushion here. Show that in a minute. Now the bed comes out like this. If you're going to use it as a double bed, that comes out, cushions just drop down, that comes out like that, and makes it a double bed. And then we've got some more storage under this other front corner here. Now you can sleep toe to toe, 2 single beds, or you sleep head to head if you like, or you can sleep it as a double. And you have the conventional headboard that you get in caravans, isolating you from the outside. And this is the compass, as I've said before. It's the better version. The upholstery is much nicer in this. It's shaped, curves up and shaped. So then we've got more storage up the front. Not quite as big as the other ones because of the slope of the roof, but it's just big enough to put stuff in. My wife and myself, when we go away in it, we have empty cupboards. We don't take that much stuff, so we get empty space. So that's the inside. Oh, I haven't showed you these ones. Right, so you got the under storage under the gas. You got the gas knobs there for the cooker in the oven. The turn off valves. Masses of storage under there. Put a microwave in there, and if you so wish, for storage. Then you've got these are the cupboards under the sink. These are massive. The filter was changed last year. The date is on it, 26th of the 8th, 15. That is when I bought the caravan. I bought it in August last year, and I'm now selling it because I want a motorhome. I don't want a caravan, I want a motorhome. I told this caravan with my Mazda Bongo, but I'm going to go and get a motorhome now. So we've got drawers. Well, a drawer, and this is the handle for the grill. It's a very lightweight caravan. You can tow it. They say you can tow it with something as small as a Fiat Punto in the advertising. And on YouTube, there's a video on YouTube of one of these being made by the eldest company. It's a 3-part video of one of these being built. But they say you can tow it with virtually any car. I tow it with a Mazda Bongo, 2 litre petrol. Tows it perfect. Oh, we've got carbon monoxide alarm, little smoke alarm. So that's and then all these lights have their own switch, so they all independent. I just have them all on because I like it. It's so bright when all the lights are on. You just come into the caravan, when you're coming back on night time, put the master switch on and all the lights light up. They're on all the time with me. I think it's brilliant. Right, I'll show you outside now. So, as I say, we've got the actual proper carpeting. Got a two-step step. And then I'll show you the battery. Okay. So what you have out here is the battery. It's a new one, last year when I bought it in August. The electric hookup cable and a 13 amp socket for your in your awning. And then just here we have a gas barbecue. Now then, you're not supposed to use this. You see that? Am I in the way? It's in the sunshine. There's a little valve fitting for that to join your pipe. That's inside the van. So that's and it says don't use it in the awning, obviously, because it's the awning side. Okay, well that's that bit done. Now if we go round the van, we're going into the shade now. Don't know how it'll adjust. Yes, alright. Now here is the toilet. It's where you you fill the flush, put your pink in there and then fill it with water. And then this one down here is, hang on, you need 2 hands with this. I'm gonna put the camera down and pick it up again. Right, so yeah, you need 2 hands here because you've got two buttons. You've got the key button pushing in and out, and you've got this one to push in and out. Okay, so here's the toilet. It has battery here for doing the fill up, doing the light if you already overfill. You leave this lever and you slide this out, and this is the toilet coming out. And there we are. You go off and empty that and bring it back and put it back in there. I'm doing it one-handed, so a bit clumsy. There's all instructions there for it. So that's the toilet, and you've got your blue and pink. Here's the outside for the shower. Now I might have to use 2 hands on this as well. There's 2 buttons. Hang on, let's see if I can. Yeah, managed it. Alright, so here's the shower. And then this is the lever on the toilet, which has to be in the shut position for that set to come out. So if you have actually come round and left it in an open position, you can just open this. So here's the tap. Just here for the, I can't see, yeah, there it is. So if you have your shower head down here, you're outside of the van, you can now wash your muddy wellies off and etc. If you have a dog and he's dirty, you can wash him off. So that shuts there. Now then, this is the fridge from the exhaust gases. There is a wheel clamp on the alloy wheel. Now here is where you put your water. I'll show you that in a minute. I'll plug that in there in a minute and show you water. Now this is the new type. You don't have a cover on this now. This is just for the water heater running on gas. And in the old days you had to come out and take your cover off. You don't need to do that now. That just stays like that. There's no extra covers or nothing like that. That's for the well water heater. And I'll see if I can show you up on the other side. We'll show you the underfloor heating. Right, so this is the front. This is the bonnet. I'm just going to be a little bit clumsy here in a minute while I put the bonnet catch in. There we go. So we've got a bonnet catch. Now, you've got your gas bottle and you've got a spare wheel in here because there's a spare wheel rack under the van at the back. And I was under the impression that if I get a flat tyre on the motorway, the last thing I want to be doing is lying under my caravan at the back on the hard shoulder. So I put the spare wheel in here. But obviously you can put it back in the back if you want. There's one of these to fit here. It's in the van. I took it out just for ease of the spare wheel because I've used the strap from the gas bottle to hold the spare wheel. But I prefer it there. Now the nose weight with this wheel here is 80 kilos. When I got all this other stuff in the front, there's a homemade leveling ramp, and it's 80 kilos. The recommended is 100. So it's still, with the spare wheel in there, you're still under the nose weight. Right, I'm going to just undo this cover. Right, okay. So we have the WS3000 anti-sway. We have 13 pin plug. We have the modern type of handbrake, which you don't ratchet, you just do that. The caravan is chopped, so the brakes have been off all winter. We have the lock-in system. Here is the lock-in system. There's where you put your key in to unlock this, which allows this to come out. Allows you to operate this and allows that to come out. So that is an anti-theft thing as well. And then you have obviously have your breakaway cable, and then that conventional jockey wheel. Now I don't know if we can see the underfloor heating. Right, the underfloor heating, it's that unit there. It's under the front of the caravan, and the gas, that pipe there exits the gas goes out the other side of the caravan, so when it's running you exhaust all your fumes out through there. That's the underside of the caravan. Right, so to put a pump in, you have your switch off in the caravan, the pump switch is off. You put the pump itself into the bucket first, which will be sat here. You then push this in into these, there's a pin each side, that clicks in, and if you watch just there, it locks there, then that comes down and it's locked in. But this must go into the bucket first, and vice versa when you're taking it out. This must come out of here before that one comes out of the bucket. It's just in case you have the switch on inside and the pump starts to run dry. So it says on there, do not run dry. So you know, it's a thing every morning, check your water, or check your water every night so you got some for the morning. But it's quite plain and simple. Gorgeous decals on it. You know, they stand out like chrome. All this lettering stands out. So this is don't think I showed you this side of the van, have I? We've got marker lights up there, and the decal. And then come round to this side, we got the decal again. I say it's lovely, really is. All stand out. It's gorgeous stuff. Really is nice van. Number 56. It's Explorer, Audis Explorer, which is the Audis Explorer 302. But they say this is a posher version. It's got the stable door. It's really a nice van. Oh, there's the aerial. That all works. Everything works. There's the awning light, marker light again this side.